That not allowed.
Yeah, you can. I do it all the time.
All right, we're live.
He's trying. Wow. Twitch.
Wow.
Twitch acts like shit when you click on a stream before it's fully
Yeah, it
running.
does. Sheesh. Echoes out the wazoo. Dude, just blow the map up like big and then just put me over the bottom half of the map for
I have a
now.
chat box
Okay.
going down the middle thing, and then an alert box on the other side next to your DM's face.
Well, I see that recent broadcasts. It says you're offline right now, but I see a 9
You can
second.
refresh the page.
9 second. I've done that twice now. It still says offline, and it like shows activity, but like in the background, and I can't actually go to it. I think it's just Twitch being mean on Firefox.
Check.
Okay, there we go.
Check.
You want me to type something? Type something cool.
Hey.
Test.
Check. Okay, dope. Everything's recording properly.
Test 1 2. Test 1 2.
Good rhythm.
Red
Well
leather,
done.
yellow leather, red leather, yellow
Cat
leather,
in
red
the
leather,
cradle
yellow leather.
in the silver spoon. Cat in the cradle in the silver spoon.
That's
In the silver spoon?
Little boy blue, jump over
like
the moon.
that's not even
Little
a vocal
boy
warm-up.
blue, jump over the moon.
That's not.
Just a
You're just
song.
you're just doing slam poetry, a song. That's all you're doing.
Yeah, just change all the like emphasis and be like, yeah, this has new meaning now.
I hear Chad's next bard character getting inspiration right now. This
Follow. Did you? Yes.
I would be like removed from bardship after like one session. You guys would be like, this actually can't continue.
you know,
Bardship.
Yeah,
That's just
'cause we
because you
put
would
up
try to
with
be
Blue.
you try to be Biggie.
We put up with
Whoa.
Blue. Yo, it's absolutely fucking me up that the Twitch stream is for whatever reason inverse. Like,
Oh, I
all
noticed
my
that too.
actions on this camera and that camera are different.
I'm just not gonna look at it because it's gonna give me anxiety.
Oh, I'm just
Yeah,
gonna be
admittedly, I'm not even logged into it. Can you still see me on there?
Yeah, you don't want
I'm
to see our
sure you can.
comments, dude? There's like 30 people watching right
I
now.
can. Yeah, I can see you. Yeah, we got a big. There's a bidding war for which character dies first.
Makes sense.
Oh God.
Fine.
Also
I'll
looks
open up
like-
Twitch.
Also, it looks like Ethan has cat ears because of the way that your bookshelf points up right.
Ethan,
behind
I
you.
have that same bookshelf.
I wouldn't want it to be any different for both the cat ears and for me and Chad to have the same bookshelf.
Wow.
Twinsies.
Twinsies.
Hey, dude, Taylor.
Yes.
When's the last time that the map updated and got like compiled to the small version?
Oh,
Yeah.
it needs to be recompiled hella hard.
Okay.
I've been adding some things to it, but I haven't exported it just yet.
Okay. Yeah, I saw you've made additions, but I think the last one was like just after my campaign. I
Mhm.
guess, granted, after that, I guess we were stuck in just two different towns. One, Tittenham, that we've already been to.
Yep. Absolutely.
Toddyham.
Tottenham. That's right. This is going on youtube.com/kids, so we've got to keep it all PG.
All right, hi, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah,
Fuck,
can you
we do.
flag it? Can we
What did
flag
I-
it as
What did I just
explicit?
fucking say, Ethan?
Can we flag it as NSFW?
Absolutely.
Nifswa. I can't watch the Twitch. It's
Nipswa.
just so hard to see myself start talking like 2 minutes after I'm done.
I know,
Yeah,
because
I'm
I
gonna-
keep looking for like reactions to you guys, and then it's like,
Right. I'm gonna stop watching after I finish seeing this layout because it's looking pretty damn fine right now. I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty dope, dude. I really like the look.
What?
Someone type into chat.
Just the layout right now looks really good.
oh yeah, I
Looks
know.
All right, I'll look. I'm getting FOMO.
Only thing that we're missing to max out the professionist is a little character sheet thing where the D&D Beyond extension would work if we weren't cheapskates. Sweepstakes.
Oh
I
yeah,
feel
that
accused.
looks
Am I
very
accused?
cool.
Do I stand
Sweepstakes,
accused? Jacuz?
Super cool, Brian. I love
Okay.
it.
Is there a way I can
Great luck.
the background?
So is it recording?
Yeah.
I know we're not recording yet.
I'm not recording yet. I will hit record.
I'm gonna hit record.
Boom. I am officially recording.
Your free trial
Me
to
too.
Audacity has expired.
Wait, are we actually recording?
I just hit record, yeah.
Ditto.
Dude, what the F?
And I assume that Brian's got this Twitch set to clip.
I changed it. You guys,
You
my
did?
Audacity is somehow uninstalled.
That's interesting.
Week. I guess we're gonna do this without the DM having any input, and podcast listeners are gonna be like, I don't understand.
Was this style mentioned in that write up where everyone is DM? One
The
proportion
Twitch-
of
Yeah, the Twitch write up
Kidding.
is like a bare bone like one liner. I think I'll go in and edit that later to give a little bit more detail about our MO.
So could we just record from just the Twitch tonight? Because I don't have Audacity.
Fine, make it easier.
Naughty.
All right. Cool beans with me. Stress.
We're gonna have less control over the audio, but since we found we can just get the video out and then we can just rip the audio from it in the first place, we can't just do that. It's up
Yeah.
to,
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to think like how realistically are we going to compile all these?
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say, given the fact that we're still waiting on episode 1 compilation.
Yeah, whose fault is that?
Sheesh.
Chad.
Like, everyone look in a direction, so you're looking at somebody else blamingly. Except I guess we'd have to do that on Twitch too. Anyway,
I look in the mirror. I'm looking at my own picture. It's okay, I know. You don't have to say it passively. You can say it directly.
I straight up told everyone that I was doing it, and then I disappeared. I moved to Denver, so there's that problem.
I'll definitely say right now that when we download the Twitch stream and we're gonna upload it to YouTube, we're still definitely gonna have to cut out the first fucking 10-15 minutes of this bullshit. But that'll be super easier. Just one big cut.
Why?
Anyway, because
Why would we do that?
We already lost 20 viewers, 20 subscribers.
Authenticity is important.
Yeah, this stuff is raw. And our emotions during the game will be raw. And also the
Onions will be raw.
lessons we learn and the things we take away from this campaign will be raw.
Onions will be raw.
Right. So Chad, you just said we're playing D&D raw. You know what that means? No house rules. Everything.
That
is
means
by
we
default
all.
now. Everyone everyone
Okay.
have their copy of the player handbook? Because we have to play raw now, according to Chad.
Yes, I'm getting mine out right now.
Hey Taylor,
So,
what's going on with the party? How are we looking?
are we ready to play this dang game?
Yep.
yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, guys. It's way too late. I got to go to bed.
Alrighty.
Your audio cut out. Taylor, say that again.
Don't do that. This is the Campaign
What?
Crashers' first stream. This is about our 40th attempt at doing something that's not just for us. We are a D&D group in which we rotate DMs and we try and just have a little bit of fun. So
Boo.
we got to work on our intro.
Try.
I don't really know what the hell to say. It's
We
okay.
have to write something down. Yeah.
We need to write something. Anyways,
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Do-
Anyway.
do you guys need a recap of where Chad left us?
For the viewers, yes.
I think
Yeah.
the viewers certainly do.
Chad, where did you leave us and the viewers?
Well, last time when I DM'd, the gang
Yeah.
entered the tavern to confront Darwin, the mischievous half-elf employee of Davers Discount Depot, where after getting Sally arrested, another employee who's up to no good and a little off her rocker, they confronted Darwin, and after being seen by him, he tried to flee, and his pirate minions set the tavern on fire. Oh no! After doing so, the party confronted him, and a battle ensued in the tavern. Flames everywhere, people yelling out, "Ah, help us!" Party saved all the patrons that were trapped. They jumped out of this fiery blaze, and they captured Davers. Our friend Og shot him in the ass as he fled. Oh yeah, Darwin, Davers, alliteration, baby. And after doing so, the tavern burnt to the ground like a little crispy flake. Nothing was left. But they did a great job otherwise. Great job, team. After doing so, two of the lead investigative journalists for the Barendosia Post flew in to report on the scene at hand, and they ended up talking with the party. And after doing so, and after they did a great job in recovering the lost items that were missing from the party, they offered our party members a job as interns at the Barendosia Post and to follow up on any stories that are given to them or quests, I could say. And the party accepted. And that left our group in Tottenham now as new members or new employees of the Barendosia Post. Interns.
Absolutely beautiful.
Also, I got engaged and then very quickly disengaged from Sally.
Oh, yes.
It was very fast, but it did feel emotionally devastating, and I felt like it was a little glossed over in your description.
You also forget that I still have a player character in this too. For now,
You didn't forget. That's still just a fact.
Brendel.
Yeah, okay.
You know, at least you can say it was self-initiated. All right.
So,
cool.
quick side note: are we?
You can still
actually
visit
recording
Sally,
that
dude.
thing?
She's just in lockup.
Bro. Oh yeah, did we figure out? We didn't figure out if they were conjugal visits.
Quickly, just to confirm,
see.
we're not recording
all right.
on Audacity, right?
So let's kick this off. So you guys
Hear
are,
me?
Yeah.
you're in Tittenham. You are actually, well, all of
So
Tittenham.
that big old Tittenham.
But you are on the water, sort of nearby where the boat was just on fire and just up the street from Sally's mansion. In front of you stands your good friend Hawk Sky, and he just says, "Well, you guys, that was some absolutely great work, and I must say we are completely excited to have you aboard the Barendosia Post news team as interns, and it is my hope that one day you will ascend the ranks to become like me. But for now, my proteges, we must wait approximately 30 more minutes because I have one more recruit for your team who I think will make a great addition."
Hey, that's wonderful. I would you mind trying out this vocal exercise I have? I want to see if it works with you. It's red leather, yellow leather.
Red letter, yellow letter.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
That, you know, most of my work is, well, you know, I feel like you're starting to make me a little bit self-conscious.
Oh
For
no,
someone-
hey, look, the news is transferring into podcasts, and having good diction with no matter your vocal inflection is important. And so I thought that would be a good thing for you to know.
Interesting. To be honest, I don't know what podcasts are. That being said, what do you boys think we go take a seat at this here little barista cafe while we wait for our last and final recruit before we head off to the post? And he points over to the tiny little drive-by barista cafe shack in which we passed in Chad's last session. You see a half elf wearing Daisy Dukes in a bikini, and she is behind the bar, and she is just like whipping up coffee. There's like a line of a couple chunky dwarves, but for the most part, it's pretty regular. You see Hawks. He walks up to the counter where where this barista is, and she looks up at him, and you can just tell that she instantly knows who he is. And she just looks and she says, "Well, hey there, Hawks. Good to see you again." And then Hawks looks at her and he goes, "Sheila, ravishing as ever.
Yeah, I'll have lisps.
Now why don't we get a couple of cups of coffee for me and my boys here?" And he actually gives her 2 gold. No. What's a lot of gold in D&D? Did we decide if like 400 gold is a lot?
I feel like 2 gold is a lot for coffee.
I was gonna say, but I remember then we were looking at like a freaking like potion like 2 weeks ago, and it was like 8,000 gold, and I was like, geez, price appreciation's real.
Cost of normal stuff is just down here, and then the second that anything happens to make it magical, it jumps up into the fucking hundreds or thousands.
Yeah, so Hawks kicks her. He kicks this Sheila, this half elf. He kicks her 2 gold for like freaking 5 cups of just black coffee.
She just quits her job.
Print is in decline.
She looks at him. She goes, "Well, thanks, Hawks. Am I going to see you again soon?" And he goes, "Sheila, this is a business trip." And then he winks at her and he grabs the coffees. And then he gestures to you guys to come sit at the table with him.
Very quickly, I, as a bard, and this is a coffee shop, so Brindle is a human bard, so he pops a leg up on a nearby stool. And the stool is like one of those ones that's like higher than hip height. But he pulls out his lute, and he's basically doing a jazzy lunge forward with his lute. And he just goes, "Thank you for the coffee." And then he goes and sits down.
"Well, that is truly flattering there, sir. Thank you." And then she kind of like does a sexy bow. I don't know, curtsy, whatever they do.
I try to do a sexy curtsy in return. It's cute.
She's a little bit off-put by it.
I give a big old wink. Like, no, I'm really a manly man. But I'm not too afraid of my emotions.
I exchange worried looks with Mogo.
So you guys are sitting there. The first thing that Hawks says to you, he says, "So I hear you may have acquired an item of particular importance from our good friend Sally. Is that correct?"
Hey, yeah, like I've got this weird like package. It's got like I think like some kind of scarf. Thank you, man. I did know, but for vocal inflections, I did put an "ah" in there because that's my character voice. But yeah, I got this weird scarf. I don't know what it does. Do you want to look at it? I don't recommend touching it. It seems dangerous without knowing what it is.
I mean, for the record, I can just find out what it is before we hand it over to anybody. That thing seems pretty dangerous.
Oh, okay. Well, then find out what it is. Here you go. I open up my bag and I point it at you.
This is so exciting.
Yeah, Taylor?
Are you aware of what it is? Do you recognize this?
I just have the spell for it, which is...
Could you imagine if we just guessed exactly what
I was going to say, I was like, damn, did you really know what it is? You sounded pretty confident.
I assume it's a Vorpal scarf, because what else would you put around your neck like that? But no, I have the identify spell, so I can find out what it is. And while
Chad
I wait
was
for
his
my
guest, right?
while I wait for my soy mocha,
Yes.
I'll cast identify ritually.
Okay. How does that
What's
work?
the ritual? Do you dance? Do you sing?
Do.
Do.
Of course, doesn't tell me, so I'm gonna say I kind of whip out some chalk and draw a bit of a magic circle with complete with runes and sigils in it, and then at the end I drop a pearl and an owl feather on top of the scarf, and I just know.
Wow. Incredible.
Wow.
So
You
you're
just knew.
a very successful
Oh,
spellcasting.
actually, you hear like the sound of like an old printer typing, and then like I just get like a ding, and it's like, oh, yep, this is what it is. That's what happened.
Your head goes.
Yep.
You puke out a piece of paper that's a.
Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
Magic,
I'm imagining he pulls it from
magic can
behind
be
his ear.
unsettling for those who haven't seen it.
Holy.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh,
no, no,
yeah,
no.
his ear. Oh,
I'm-
I love that.
Fuck.
I'm a wizard. I pull it from behind your ear.
Elliot gasps and he has a face full of glee.
Ooh, again.
All right. So you guys are looking at this. Og, you identify this item as the Well of Many Worlds. And what it can do, Chad, correct me if I'm wrong, this gives you basically black hole teleportation abilities, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it does.
It's that. It's that powerful.
But
Well of many worlds.
I don't think that you get to choose where you're going to go.
Yeah. So
And it could go interplanar as well, which is probably not
a little-
great.
a little bit of a wild thing. So you pull
Yellow
it
for
out.
a
and
plane ride.
As soon as you say the Well of Many Worlds, Hawks goes, "Whoa! The Well of Many Worlds, you say, huh? This is a very powerful artifact. As a matter of fact, I think it might be of utmost importance for me to take this and return it to our Barendosia Post master wizards to study, and also to make sure that, maybe we could use this down the road to make traveling easier and cut out some expenses from BP." And he puts his hand out to grab the scarf from you, aka the Well of Many Worlds.
From you being me or Brendel.
I assume that you have it now because you just identified it.
Yeah, that's
Brendel?
you.
Unless you're just so
Brendel,
cool that you
this
can just be
was,
like,
I mean, I can. Of course, I can just.
no,
do
you have
that.
it in your hands.
Brendel, this was your dowry gift, so I guess it's your call.
Yeah, you're so kind. I don't know what I did to deserve you, but yeah, I really appreciate that. I would like to maintain control of it. Just for now, Og. Thank you very much. My dear editor friend, I hope you can understand that this is a treasured possession from a once true and passionate lover.
Brendel.
And I can't give it away.
I must tell you, if you do happen to go interplanar, I can't guarantee your job upon return. So what do you say we preserve this internship and you just hand it over?
That seems like a weird string attached to a gig that we had previously been promised. Very few strings attached to.
I think
Yeah,
he realizes. Keep going.
That was it.
No.
Okay, well, regardless, just be super freaking careful with that, okay?
Awesome. What does it mean to do interplanet? I don't know how to be careful with this. I don't know how it works.
My God, Brendel, don't hold it that way.
Oh God, I hit the button. What's it gonna do?
My friend, don't make me regret hiring you. I gave a
First of all,
personal.
it's an unpaid internship.
I gave
Relax.
a personal word for you. Just don't make me look bad.
All right. Well, I'm engaging in capitalism for you. So
As you are staring at your Well of Many Worlds scarf in awe,
no, it's a skelf.
it's a scarf. Hawks looks up and he says, "Ah, perfect timing. Our new recruit is here. Bureau, it is, right?"
Hey, Hawks. It's Barrow.
Bureau.
Not Barrow. We met already, actually. Barrow.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to remember how to pronounce your name. It's a tough one for people who are like me, with feathers and such.
Right.
You
Hey
said
everyone, my name is
That's a way
Barrow.
of pronunciation.
you said Biro.
It's Barrow. Hey everyone, my name's Barrow.
Arrow.
Hey, Biro, what's
I'm a-
going on, bud?
Hey,
It's
hey,
Biro.
Biro.
Hey, welcome.
I'm an intern as well. Sometimes they let me fill in the advice column for BP.
Oh wow.
He does a great job.
You have any
Romantic
advice?
stuff,
You must be so worldly.
relationship stuff.
I jot down a question on a piece of paper, and it's just, why can't I find a good woman or good person? Not picky, and I just like kind of slyly hand it to him. Like, we'll talk later.
Hey,
I got you.
either Bureau the Elf or DM.
It's Barrow. Hey, my name is Barrow.
Can we get
Barrow.
a description of this person that we are meeting?
Oh,
Yeah,
probably
why
also
don't you-
describe the rest of the characters too.
Yeah, why
Probably
don't you
should.
tell us what you're wearing, what you look like?
Yeah, tell us what
wearing?
you're wearing. Tell us
What
what
do
you're
you
Guys,
wearing.
look at.
Yeah.
What are
You
you
look
Give us
at
some
it,
ideas of your
Barrow.
threads.
Wait, how did I get here? Someone flew me in.
Wow.
You're being transported from the Barendosia Post Barendosia office, and this is just a stop that you had to make to meet up with the party.
Okay. Barrow's a wood elf, and he is from Ralia, which is, you look at the map, it's one of the eastern areas of Thræ. Super deserty, so
Wait,
he's wearing leather armor, but kind of wrapped in, I guess, cloth, like to keep light and cool. And he's got scimitar, and he's rugged AF.
ironically, Ralia looks like
Barrow.
the only one that's not labeled on the map right now.
He's
Yeah, we
absolutely
did that.
rugged.
Mark is being completely hidden, by the way. I just want that to be pointed out.
We're not at Mark yet, so just chill.
I'm very offended, though,
Our listeners at home really want to know
about
if
Mark.
is spelled with a K or a C.
Yeah, oh,
Or
big
both.
reveals to come. Big reveals to
If you
come.
subscribe to our Twitch
MAR
channel, you will find out the true
CK.
spelling of Mark.
All right.
That's right.
So you guys get a
Character
nice,
description.
nice, good look at Barrio. I'm forever gonna mess up your character's
Yes.
name. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Like,
Oh, I thought you were doing it on accident, or I thought you were doing it on purpose.
what's fun is like his
I will-
last name, Dearth. He chose not to do because that's a real word. But so is Barrow. So
I know nothing about language.
Wait, Barrow's a real word?
Barrow.
Barrow was
Yeah, it's that-
in the player guide. Okay,
Oh
so
my
back
God.
down.
Barrow is like a raised mound.
Oh, it's
for-
also a
for
town in
Barrow.
Alaska.
There you go.
Imagine that.
And Chad's next character is
Barrow.
Juno.
All right, let's get back on track. Let's get back on track here, boys, because at this rate, we're gonna spend the rest of the night in this damn freaking bikini barista cafe.
I
Okay.
don't see a problem with that. You put us.
Barrow, why don't you come take a sit? I was just about to tell the guys what's in store for them at BP.
Take a what?
Intern journalists. A seat.
Come take. Oh, okay. Barrow goes and sits down next to Hawks, his buddy that doesn't remember his.
No. So, guys, what I was saying is you're all going to be traveling together to Esterios. Esterios is the westernly-most city of Oster, in case you're wondering. Now, what you're going to be doing there is you're actually going to be reporting to our BP Esterios office. You see, intern journalists are not necessarily qualified to handle the amount of information at our Barendosia Post, Barendosia office. So for that reason, we're sending you there for your first assignments. When you get there, you will be reporting to Brad from the Post. And may I repeat, do not call him Brad. Bad things will happen to you. His name is Brad from the Post. You have 3 days to be at the post and 3 days worth of sailing. So I suggest that as soon as y'all down your coffees, we head off to the docks and I'll show you your brand spanking new Barendosia Post ship.
Wow.
Wait, we get a ship? That's
My-
awesome.
My pal, the Barendosia Post has many resources, and we make sure from our interns to our adventurers that they are all well taken care of. And yes, even the mountain goat can join.
That's good because we're pretty inseparable, not gonna lie.
I imagine.
I'm
such
pretty
a-
sure he goes by Mogo the Pogo Go Go.
Well, on
He's
that
very
note,
hoppy and he's a go go go.
I stand up and I just say, Mogo the Go-Go, let's all go-go. And I gesture to the party. Come on, guys, this way.
You missed one, but I appreciate the effort.
Whatever.
I go with.
Dope.
And yeah, no, I go
We
with.
all go.
Tight.
Let's do it.
You guys are, you're following Hawks. Hawks walks you, just like 4 or 5 blocks until you get to the harbor. As you're walking with him, you finally get to the dock. One of the things that Hawks is sure to remind you as you go, he just turns and says to you, "So, boys, one thing to remember as you go. There is a quite large storm front that seems to be coming in that we picked up from our weather wizards not too recently. So as you're sailing, just keep a good eye out, make sure you're well prepared, and make sure you have all the supplies you need to be safe and successful." And with that, he leads you into a dock. And this dock, you can see it's like separate from all the other docks. It's actually gated. And it's got this like big sort of like brick archway up to it. It actually has like a Barendosia Post emblem at the top of it, and there's a gatekeeper there. And he just goes up to the gatekeeper and says, "Ronnie, these are the new interns. Would you mind letting us in so we can get them set up with their ship? They got to go meet Brad from the post, and they need to be there stat." And Ronnie, just without any words, shakes his head, nods at Hawks, and opens the gate for you guys. As you walk in, Hawks stops you and says, "Now, boys, I'll be in Esterios as well, but there's some unattended business I need to take care of here in Tittenham. So why don't you go without me and I'll catch up to you?" And he hands, we'll say he hands Og a key. And he says to Og, "This is your key which will unlock the ship from the dock. I know it seems weird, but we actually have had issues with people stealing ships, so now they're all chained to the lock. Your ship is actually in slip number 7. So just walk right up to slip number 7 and unlock that ship."
Mr. Hawks, are we supposed to sail this ship ourselves? Like, do we not have a captain?
No, that's the assumption. Is that it's a ship that's a perfect size for you. I think you'll be able to sail it.
It's fine, guys. I mean, BP on the high seas. There's no problem with that. We're good.
Absolutely, we'll take great care of you.
We're not going to go through any
Boxes.
gulfs, are we?
No, you're just going through some straits.
Okay, great.
Hopefully not dire.
Is there any kind of break room on this boat?
I'm not quite sure where the break room is, but I can imagine it has everything that a group of interns would probably need.
Okay.
Well, guys, let's get going. Do we need to procure? It sounds like we need to procure at least a couple days worth of food and water before we go. Should we get that before we go to slip 7?
We've got some food pre-stored for you already on the ship. I had our boy Ronnie load you up, but you may want to stop. There's a lovely little girl named Brina. She's got that cute little stand over there. You might want to stop by. She's got all sorts of open sea supplies, which might be good for you.
Nah.
Great.
So are you
We do
guys,
that.
do you want to go to your ship, or do you just want to go party
go
in
see-
Tittenham?
Well, we can't
just-
party here.
Yeah, I just want to look at the ship. I don't get
I
on
wanna-
it and just look at it.
I want to
Right.
see what the name of the ship is at least. Yeah.
So you walk up to the ship. You see a little post for slip number 7, and you walk up to it, and sitting right next to slip number 7 is this beautiful, like mahogany and red accented ship with big white sails and the BP logo just embroidered on every single sail. And yeah, you walk up to it. There's a padlock on the ship, and you can unlock it.
I will do that thing.
Dope. So you try and unlock the ship, and it actually doesn't work.
I knew you were gonna do this. I look around for the John boat that's 3/4 or like a quarter of the size that is our boat.
I think it's constantly leaking and gross.
So yes, I'm just gonna give you a nat 20 perception check off of that. You look and you realize that the post for slip number 7 is in between 2 ships. And just behind this beautiful ship, you see a much smaller ship. It still looks to be made of high quality materials, but it was made of high quality materials 20 years ago. The ship is probably the best description as far as size would go, is probably a little bit bigger than the ship that Jack Sparrow is on in the very beginning of Pirates of the Caribbean.
I fall instantly in love with it and ask it to marry me.
Yeah, of course. Being a gnome, this ship seems the perfect size in the first place. So
Yep. You notice on the ship, you notice that there looks to have been a like perfectly circular hole from like a knot of wood that like got blown out in the ocean, and inside that hole, it's just like clogged up to try and keep it from taking on water. You see the sails are they're good quality material, but they have been repaired many a times. And you do see a small little chest of food that looks to be about like adequate for a 3-day sail.
I looked at Og and I said, "Can Pogo swim?"
might be a better option. I think we get over to Rallia in this, and then we lose it.
So, I don't know this is a good time to tell you guys, but, I easily get, seasick. And, this looks like, for lack of better terms, a really shitty ship.
Yeah, you're gonna be sleeping outside. I mean, granted, I think we all will, but like, you get what I'm saying.
I'm deeply offended by what you say, and I grab you and shake you.
You shake Elliot?
How dare you talk about her like that? She's beautiful. She's
Well,
absolutely beautiful.
Brendel, calm down. Brendel.
Ew, Elliot,
Ah!
unhand me.
Wait, what?
I'm not holding you, Og. Get away from me.
Oh my gosh. So as you guys are arguing about what you think personally of the ship, you just hear a little voice come from behind you, be like, "Hello!"
Oh, that must be Brina.
Oh,
Hello.
hello. Hi.
I'm Jack.
How are you?
Scallywags!
I hear you have
How about-
supplies.
Oh,
Am I
yes,
make
I've
this
got
seaworthy?
supplies. I've got supplies. I'm supposed to be a little girl, but I sound like an old man. Or woman.
Yeah, it happens a lot.
Hang on, let me fine tune my voice really quick. Hello, my name's Brina. I've got all sorts of supplies for your ships.
Nope, you're right back to old man.
All right, fuck.
Yeah, no,
maybe,
you're doing
maybe Brina's 85 years old, human woman. Would you boys
I was
like to
They get
buy?
old so quickly.
Would you like to buy some of my wares?
Rita, do you have any seasickness
yeah.
pills? I really need them soon.
I'm sorry, I don't have any seasickness pills. That's not something we typically carry. They really didn't ask you this before they hired
They
you.
told us not
We
a
were
lot of
not-
anything.
I mean,
They
normally
told
they
us
would
we
never
were
hire someone who
freelancers.
has
They didn't tell us
seasickness.
we were taking a boat.
Interesting. Well, excuse me.
Girl.
Regardless, I have
It's
many
starting to taste
wares.
getting young here. Brina, do you have anything here? I mean, you can see the state of this ship. I don't think any of us are mariners, or yeah, that's the word, mariners. What do you think? Do you have anything here that you think we should probably get for this ship to make it all the way to that town?
Yes, I have many things that would be good for you. Why don't you have a look? And she just like pulls open the lid
The
to like
inventory.
the lid to her inventory chest, and in the
Oh,
chest,
whoa! No, you're too young.
she's
She's 85.
She's a halfling, but she's wearing a trench coat that's like 3 times her size, and she opens the trench coat to show you
And there's
like
2
all of
more
the ship
under her.
supplies. So what?
Is there a legit anchor just in one side that just like somehow she's holding?
Mm-hmm.
I see it.
Yep. So the items she has for sale currently, she has a sewing kit. She has a giant cork, a metal brace, whaleskin tunics, and a life buoy and rope.
Is a giant cork the same size as the hole in the bottom of this boat we have?
It is approximately the same size.
I don't know about everyone else, but I noticed there's a giant gaping hole in the side of our boat, and that cork looked like it was made just to fit. And either she's a really good salesman because she may have cut a hole in that ship, but I think we need to get that.
Well, believe it or not, that ship has had some problems before.
I believe you.
Yeah, but if we plug the hole, then we can't bucket the water out of that hole as easily.
Are you commenting to me?
No, just
Mister?
commenting in general.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
How much does the cork cost?
Well, the cork will cost you. I'm still having trouble in my head coming up with a good currency conversion. I would say likely half a gold. No, a silver.
Okay, well, here you go. Here's a silver.
All right, so you get the giant cork.
I get the cork.
What were the other items? There's shark.
There's a sewing
shark
kit.
scale
There's
tunic.
Whaleskin tunics,
Whales.
which are basically like medieval ponchos.
Yeah.
And there's a metal brace and a sewing kit and a life buoy.
What's a metal brace? What is that?
It's basically just like literally like a metal brace that has buckles around it.
What do we use a brace for, though?
Like almost like it looks like a leg brace that can't bend at the knee.
I plugged the hole in the ship while these guys are browsing the inventory.
Currently, the ship's hole is already plugged. Just a heads up.
Oh, okay.
You're good for now. It's not sinking.
I put it next to the hole, so whoever's got to plug that first has the.
You scribble a note that just says "This goes here."
Yeah, arrow, giant arrow.
You draw up a quick IKEA documentation set for it. It's 12,000 pages.
I'm pretty sure this
I
is
dropped to my
Sam puzzle.
I dropped to my knee in front of her and I just go, "Cut my sail in 2 pieces. This is my last resort. I'll buy the sewing kit and the whale coat."
Okay. Are you buying it just for yourself, or are you purchasing for the whole party?
What's the difference?
Cost.
I'm just gonna fix a hole in my pants and not the sails of the boat at all.
No, I meant the tunics.
Oh, the tunics. I don't know, guys. How interested are you guys in being dry?
I don't mind a little bit of wetness.
Okay, just
Says I might remind you that there's a ginormous storm coming in soon. Just a heads up. I don't know if you have.
well,
I don't know if you have umbrellas or things of that nature?
We do have a fifth, mostly silent member of our crew. He's standing over there. So we'll get 5.
All right. And then Tinnitus just looks at you and he's like, "Right, sorry, boys. I've been quite absent so far. I've been thinking a lot about Sally and then the barista. I think there's something weird happening in my brain right now." And he actually goes.
I get it, buddy. I give him a big hug. Like
It's
so emotional. It's where we are.
He tosses some coin for a tunic for himself.
Dope.
Didn't even see you there.
With the sewing kit and the tunics, how much does that cost total?
We're gonna say the tunic cost you 4 silver.
For all 5 of them?
Oh no, per.
All right. How many silvers in it? I'll look it up.
How many silvers in equal a
Usually
gold?
100.
10.
Really?
It's always 10.
Wait, 100?
D&D
Okay.
is 10. It's
Dude.
a weird system.
I want to go with the Hogwarts system. Can we go with the
Bro,
Hogwarts system where it's all
I'm a
random numbers made out
27
of nothing?
silver to gold.
I'm about to put a giant disclaimer on the very bottom of all of our stuff that say, "In my brain, 1 gold equals $1."
Oh, no, that's way too small.
Just to, like, even it out.
It's
No, that way I only have $15.
yeah,
one
their
gold.
economy is all weird, but I think it's like closer supposed to be a silver is $1.
I'm cool with
Okay.
that.
It's a weird bad
Then
inflation.
a gold is $10. Dude, I just get so thrown off because then when you look at D&D Beyond, they're like, "Oh, the value of this is 8,000 gold," and you're like,
Mm-hmm.
"It's a freaking potion of minor healing."
Yep.
Anyways, all right, so
Yeah.
Heals cancer. What
yeah,
will
it
we
costs
say?
you 8 silver for 2 ponchos, and then you buy the sewing kit, and that's 1 silver.
I
So
am
you're
also
9 deep.
I'm also dropping 8 silver for a poncho for me and 1 for Mogo. Who
Okay, dope.
for all of our listeners out there, Mogo is my trained mountain goat who carries stuff around for me because I am a very small gnome.
Mogo the Pogo Go Go.
Dope.
Elliot also buys a
So you
poncho.
Pops a
guys,
lot.
okay? Does the whole party have ponchos?
Yeah, I'll buy one too, I guess.
Did you add these
Just because
ponchos to our inventory?
I'm starting to get FOMO.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Is that all you want? So far you've bought a sewing kit, a giant cork, and some tunics.
I think that's good. You don't need any of this other
I bought a
garbage.
poncho, not a tunic.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna return it if it's not a poncho.
It's like she hands you one, and they all have whale skin, but yours is literally just a black trash bag.
I love it.
Just a total side note, guys. A D&D Beyond, the currency tracker has all the conversions on it as well, just to make it easy for us.
Oh, that is nice.
Oh yes. So guys, apparently we have a storm coming in. I don't know much about that, but he said we got 3 days to get to Esterios, and it's a 3-day trip, and quite frankly, I'm okay with being late if it increases our chance of survival. What do you think? Do we take off now? Do we wait a couple days? I don't know how long the storm's gonna last. Barrow, do you have any idea how these things work? We don't know anything about you. And I guess you don't know anything about us. Hi, I'm Og. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, so you guys are all friends, I can see.
Acquainted, at least.
Describe yourself to him. He
around
may see you, but he needs to see you with his words.
Yeah, Og is oh so very small. He is a 2 foot tall gnome wizard, and he's wearing a blue tunic. I don't know why I struggled for that word. I think all this talk of ponchos and shit.
I know. Tunic.
Blue
Pontic.
tunic. He's not carrying much. Almost everything, all his possessions are mounted on a saddle on Mogo's back. The only things you can see on him are a small wand tucked into his belt and a small pistol tucked into the belt on the other side. You know, classic wizard attire.
Can you flip your whale poncho up over your shoulder like Clint
I guess that's
Eastwood
true.
in The
Now
Good,
I
the
am
Bad, and the
wearing
Ugly.
that.
He
Oh.
has to.
I do it immediately.
Badass, dude.
Who wants to go next?
I will. Elliot's the next shortest character in the party, and he is a halfling, a quarterling, if you will. He is dressed in.
Or is that a 3/4 sling?
We're not really sure how this works here. No one knows math.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
or genetics.
Geomancy.
Yeah, he's.
We don't even know how the money
Yeah, no,
works.
we don't know anything really. Honestly, this is bad. But he's a short dude, quite young, so his teenage years. He comes from a family of knights from Ix. He is he's armored from head to toe, but not like very well. He has like a metal helmet that's a little bit too big. It kind of like slides back and forth and covers his eyes every now and then. His chest plate is a little oversized and kind of like bobbles back and forth. And he carries a long sword, but to him is a great sword. He seems to always be anxious, and he kind of has like a nervous sweat going on right now, thinking about the imminent vomiting he'll probably experience on the open sea.
Yeah, for sure. This is gonna be fun.
So, hey, bud, here's what we're gonna do. When the boat rocks one way, I'm gonna push you the other way, and when it rocks the other way, I'm gonna push you the opposite direction, and then it'll all even out to you staying perfectly still the whole time.
Brendel, I am incredibly happy that you are willing to go through so much effort to ease my ailment, but I'm just worried that that may not work, and I'll throw up all over you.
Oh, I'm gonna point you away from me. This is primarily I don't think it will work, but also I will be away from the spray.
Well, I guess if I'm gonna
I
throw...
mean, no, I got you, buddy.
Well, I guess if I'm gonna
If
throw
we tie
either
you down
way...
from the mast,
No, please no. No, don't do that.
Oh my
Leon,
God.
Leon,
if we tie you down from the mast, you can act as a
Leon did
pendulum.
that to me once, and it was the worst sailing trip of my life.
What was the best one?
No.
Okay.
All of them are terrible. Every time I've gone on one, Leon has bullied me.
Brendel, do you want to describe yourself before our new friend can tell us about himself?
Sure. Currently, I have kind of like a confused look on my face after the conversation with Elliot. But Brendel is a young like teenager, like 17-year-old human bard who is currently in the search for his one true love. He is a very monogamous person, so he doesn't want to sleep around. He just wants to find the person for him.
A theoretical monogamist.
Yeah, theoretical monogamist, but he'll move on quickly. Serial monogamist.
That
We'll go
sounds
with
good.
that. Currently, I've developed an opinion of him that he's like Hobo Johnson from Hobo Johnson, and it's great. Anyway, yeah, so he's a good-looking kid, but he's got a weird mustache and curly hair, and a tendency to overexpress his emotions rather than being in any way intellectual. And he likes haikus. Anyway,
So Barrow,
thank you for your time.
You can see that all of us have almost a negative modifier, one might say, to anything sailing related. So yeah, and we don't know how storms work other than pressure system, and yeah. Hopefully you've got some light you can shed on this subject.
You see him kind of playing with his hair. Well, I don't mean to let you down, but I do come from the desert area of Raulia, and we very rarely see rain there. So, in terms of storms and traversing water, I'm not your guy. But I did take a boat over here when I started my internship just a week ago, and it was hell, and we almost died in a storm. So what I'm saying is maybe I do suggest we maybe wait, take a rest, and then try to boat faster to land so we don't die. I don't know. I could always turn into a fish if the boat capsizes.
That seems like it's kind of out of left field. You can just turn into a fish.
Wait, how big of a fish are we talking?
Well, he starts to kind of blush. I'm just starting to learn how to turn into animals, and I'll be honest with you, if I turn into a fish, I don't know how to swim, so...
Oh, so you're a
I lied there.
transmutationist.
Wow, you just flounder under the water, Ewan.
Yeah, have you ever seen Magic Carp? It's kind of like that.
I got a couple friends that are
Nope.
studying to be similar sort of wizards as you are.
Yeah, it's a moon druid, not a wizard.
So
But a druid.
You're one of those
A
like
druid.
wild magic type. Okay.
It's a druid. There, wizard guy, and then he looks at your gun. Wizard gun guy.
Mm-hmm.
I pretend to do that, but I have no hat, so I've got a feather that I use a safety pin and plug into my hood. So that's what I tip at.
That's cute.
Yeah, we all got feathers, and I want to display mine prominently.
Oh my gosh. I might need to retcon one piece of information that might be crucial to your decision making.
There is no
Hawks was supposed to tell you guys. Hawks, you guys, it's been a minute since I've DM'd. I gotta rust back into it. Shake it off. He was supposed to rust, shake my rust off. You see what I mean? That was like that in and of itself explains it. He was supposed to tell you that also Brad from the Post doesn't like people being late. So that's a factor to consider.
This Brad guy.
Yeah, except he hates being called Brad. He wants to be called Brad from the Post.
Yeah, he wants to be called that, but he's not here. I'm calling him Brad because he's acting like a real Brad right now.
You're right. He does kind of sound like a dick. I mean, who wants to be called Brad from the Post?
Well,
How do you think Brad will enjoy talking to 4 dead bodies?
Was he legally named Brad from the Post?
I mean, none of us were there or bothered to ask Hawks.
I mean,
now he's tending to
I
business.
don't want to assume you weren't there.
Yeah, what do I look like? A divinations wizard?
Oh, I mean, we didn't hear Hawks say anything.
I mean, wizards do tend to look the same. Well, okay, well, if that's the sitch with Brad, I totally just remembered Hawks telling us that.
Oh, right, I do too now.
I think we'd be better off getting going, setting out right now. I've got the key right here. The hole is plugged. We've got a spare cork if it doesn't hold. We got provisions. We got ponchos. I say we see if we can outrace that storm.
Okay, let's do it. I'm in. Let's do it. Let's go.
So you guys all
Get away from the
hop on your
memories
boat,
of Sally.
and you take off from the harbor. Who would you say is going to temporarily captain this ship?
I shall.
Give me... Man, there's no skill for freaking ship
Wouldn't it be
piloting.
survival?
Yeah, I guess just give me a survival. Let's see how you do getting out of this harbor.
I would much prefer if it could be either persuasion or a sleight of hand.
Nope,
I
it's
think I could-
survival.
Could I
It's-
persuade? I want to persuade
survival.
this boat to go the direction I want it to.
No,
No?
it's survival.
You said it could be Arcana, right? While he's trying to pilot the ship, I'm like walking around, kind of looking busy with all the ropes and stuff, and I'm just trying to think of what name we should christen this boat as. So, yeah.
That's a big old 9 for you, sir.
9. You only run
Oh,
into
God.
4 of the other Barendosia Post ships on the way out. But after...
Oh, man. How big is the Barendosia fleet? This isn't even the home. This isn't even the home. How are there so many of these boats? Why?
Somehow,
There's more journalists than knights. Oh my god.
somehow Hawks hears you, and he's like, "We're a very large news network. Of course, we have a lot of ships."
Okay, now
Clearly,
try
this media is
And you
going
see-
out though.
You see, he's
Brendel,
actually.
try to follow the mainstream.
You see, he actually says that from another.
Oh, you're right. I
Barendosia
should put
Post
ads on the
ship.
boat.
And the ship that he's on, you can actually see that he's sitting there with Sheila, the half elf.
Is he?
Oh,
is she
you
still serving
saucy
the
minx.
dots?
It's too little. It's too little, too late, and you guys are already sailing.
I climb to the top of the rig and I take out my spyglass and I just try to catch a glance. Like,
Ew.
is it love? Can I get any pointers? Any pointers?
Let's just say she's ruffling his feathers.
Oh,
Wow.
I'll leave them to their privacy. Wow.
Whatever that means.
Brendel, what did you see up there?
That she's putting chips, Ruffles chips, right up into his feathers.
Why would he do that?
All right.
Oh, I thought of it, guys. Since we are part of Barendosia Post now, we should call this the ship posting. Or the ship poster. Yeah? No? You really like that one? Okay. Well,
No,
I'll keep
I don't feel it.
brainstorming.
Oh my God.
I look at Elliot and I go, is this how internships normally go over here in the more civilized cities?
I honestly can't tell you the truth. I've only ever been under the tutelage of my family, and honestly, this is kind of an improvement.
In the background, you hear me say, what if we called it the journalistic integrity?
I like that one. I like it. I like take up my pocket knife. That's just like a little crappy Swiss Army knife, and just kind of scratch that into the side of the boat.
Wait, the inside of the boat?
Just the inside of the boat, inside banister, because I don't want to stretch over the other side. I'm not going to be able to see it.
Brendel, I think
Next to the cork.
I think
Yeah, next to the cork.
Lettering on the inside of the ship is more aligned to graffiti, whereas
Well,
the
I think-
outside of ship signifies identity.
I think once we make it to
this
port,
is-
we can pay some painter to like do a good job on the outside.
Yeah, for now, it's more important that we know the name, right? Don't want to forget it.
Mm.
Journalistic integrity for the win.
All right. So you guys are chunking along in journalistic integrity. You
Can't sink the ship.
all right. So yeah, the day that you leave, you actually don't see. I mean, there's clouds in the sky, but it's not like anything menacing. It's a pretty average day. There's still sun. There's still blue sky. There's some big old nice fluffy clouds. You guys play games and try and decide what you see in the clouds. And this is actually about like 2 days worth of sailing. That is like almost like you're on a cruise. Everything's just dandy. The ship feels like it's not as bad as you thought it was. But there's always a big but.
Pharaoh, do you want to play shuffleboard?
I've never done that. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Sure.
I teach him shuffleboard, but it sounds like something's about to go horribly wrong.
You guys can play shuffleboard. Barrow and Brendel play shuffleboard through the night while Elliot and Og are sleeping. And I will say that the ship is small enough that Elliot and Og probably want to murder you by the morning.
Okay, best 57 out of 1,478.
As you say that,
Bury my head in Mogo's side.
As-
Cover my ears with fur.
as tensions are starting to rise on journalistic integrity and the boat starts to feel smaller just because you guys are all getting on each other's nerves, you hear a giant crash of thunder and you see dark clouds coming overhead. You guys reckon you probably have about, anywhere from 12 to 18 hours left of sailing. And you look and the sky is dark and these clouds are like, it's like deep south wall of big old dark thunderstorm clouds.
Oh, shit.
You have probably 10 minutes before this thing is like completely over the top of you.
I think we're supposed to roll the sail up so it doesn't catch the wind and turn the ship over or pull the mast down or anything. Somebody help me with the sails.
I'll help.
Great idea, Og. I'm with you. Elliot, would you mind taking that cork that you bought and maybe you can seal up that hole a little better? It looks like they've just shoved Jolly Ranchers into the hole.
Why would they ever? Okay, well, yep, I'm going.
Ensure the integrity of the journalistic integrity.
If the journalistic integrity can keep its integrity through this storm, then BP might have done a good job hiring you.
It's better than the Washington Post, that's for sure.
Oh my God, there's just
Absolutely.
yeah.
Considering the
on
number
our-
of ships that the Barendosia Post has, it might be like the Washington Post.
Yeah,
Anyway,
it is.
Jeffrey Bezos. Anyway, go ahead.
Cool.
Should we put
So
our ponchos on?
Oh yeah, that's good. We should do that.
nice.
I take a second
So,
to
Hop on the
put
ponchos.
one over Mogo.
tight. Wait, so what all
Go
have you
go the
guys,
pogo go go.
have you done anything to the ship yet?
We'd like to roll up the sail. I don't know if we've done that yet, or if you want us to do that right now.
You are absolutely welcome to do whatever you would like to do.
I roll up the sail.
Okay.
Cool.
You roll up the sail. There you go.
And what's the?
I want to steer the ship into what looks like, if I can read the storm at all, and see if I can, rather than going straight down the center, like skirt the edge of it.
This is a wall. It's just all over.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome. It's a big ass wall.
Big ass wall. Okay. Well, I won't do that then. I guess I'll just try to like not go in at an angle. Try to go straight forward so we don't get pushed to the side.
Okay. Sure.
If we're staying up on deck, might want to tie ourselves down. I would just as soon not stay up on deck, but there's only 5 of us. Don't know.
So we all tie in.
Yeah, let's
Tie into the mat. Tie into the mast, gentlemen. It's like Treasure Planet.
Dope. Okay.
It's gonna
All
go
right,
zero
cool.
gravity here in a minute.
Well, so the storm is now like closing in on you. It's like feet away. What I need you guys to do is actually just everyone just give me a quick luck check.
Ooh, okay.
Everyone?
Yeah, everyone.
You know, we can add skills, and given how much we're using luck,
Ooh,
as one, we
son,
might
that's a
want to
net
add
20.
that to the list.
Wow, a nat 20, huh?
I am the best sailor of all time that has ever sailed the ocean. Probably gray at this point. The ocean gray.
Keep in mind this was luck, not skill. What everyone else got.
12.
I can't tell the difference. Luck and skill are simultaneous. I am a man that's been born into semi-privilege.
Okay.
Elliot,
I got a tray, a 3.
You got a 3?
Yes.
What did Elliot
Elliot
get?
throws up in his mouth a little bit. He got an 8.
Do you think one of us should roll for your boy Tinnitus?
Let Tinnitus roll for Tinnitus.
Elliot's like, why'd I drink that coffee, son? So much acid.
Elliot's like, why'd I even come here?
So Tinnitus also rolled an 8.
Ooh, okay.
So as you're sailing through the storm, you get probably, I'll say you get about 3 hours into the storm, and you see, for one, your beautiful little cork pops out, and you're starting to take on water. 2, you start to hear the mast cracking from the amount of waves and the sheer just pressure of this storm.
Is there what's the layout of this here ship? There is a below decks, yeah?
There's a very, very small lower deck.
It doesn't quantify as a break room though.
You might be able to, it's a multi-purpose room. So you can
Okay.
say on occasion it's a break room, but on occasion it's also like the kitchen.
Doesn't have
And-
the dedicated billiards table.
Definitely doesn't have the dedicated gyroscopic billiards
Yes.
table.
I mean, that is. I can't wait to get our hands on one of those Barendosia Post galleons that's got the full deal. Guys, I think we should detach from this mass here. Elliot, you're by the thing. Throw the other cork in, and let's all get below deck. We're just gonna have to ride this out. We're not gonna have any control.
Wait, you said someone needs to put the cork in?
Elliot was standing right by it, ready to swap them out when if it came out.
Okay, so Elliot, it's like onboarding like high pressure fire hydrant water onto the ship right now. So if you want to try and put it back in, I need you to give me a strength check against the water.
Elliot is desperate. He's going to do this. Is it a saving throw or just a strength check?
Just a strength check.
Not 20, 22.
Damn, bro.
Elliot is scared for his
This
life.
farm ain't nothing.
You smack that cork in so hard that it just becomes wood again.
Now he's a transmutation wizard.
Dope. Okay, so you've got the cork fixed. The mast is still like cracking in front of you. What do you want to do about that? Or are you just going to go below deck?
Yeah.
Is the mast
I
already
don't-
fallen?
No, but you can hear it. You can hear it starting to crackle.
Why did no one buy the brace?
Is the mast is the mast all wet?
Yes, it's wet, but you're not.
All right,
You're- Your whaleskin tunic is actually like the best purchase you've had ever.
I'm gonna. Can I use a cantrip shape water to freeze the water on the mast to try to freeze it in place?
And he makes it heavier and it just collapses faster.
It expands and explodes.
Explain how that works.
So you choose an area of water that you see within range that fits within a 5-foot cube, and you freeze the water provided there are no creatures in it. The water unfreezes in 1 hour.
Wait, don't worry about this, guys. I have 10 pieces of parchment, 1 sheets. We can all go out there and use those as paper towels.
Yeah, you can do that, but I'll say
Down
after an hour it melts.
That's fine. I don't know what I'll do next. I'm just buying time.
While it's solidifying in the ice, I'm going to take one of the ropes that's coiled on the deck, I assume, and from the bottom start wrapping up the mast as tightly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And that way it will hopefully just add another layer of support to the mast to prevent it from cracking.
Okay. All right. Tight. Let's do. You want to just like tie it off to sort of stabilize it?
Yeah. So basically, it'd be like a 3-foot chunk of rope that's coiled around it as tightly as possible.
Oh, I see. You're going for like
the
rope hostage situation.
Yeah, kind of like a instead of because we don't have the metal brace, I'm using a rope brace.
Okay. I will let you do that, and I will say that it will stabilize for the time being. What I'm going to do actually is we're going to let this weather front do its thing, and I'm going to roll a d20, and we'll say if the storm rolls higher than a 10, you guys are still effed, and you're going to figure something else out. If it's below a 10, the storm goes away. Starts to.
Any way we can influence this roll?
Oh, dear God.
That's a 20.
The storm critical failed.
Hey,
Yeah.
You tie up the mast and
Did it
the
Did
ice.
it disappear while he was tying the mast
Dude,
up? Like we're like, dude,
apparently, I was about to say that the storm just like starts to get better, but like it critically failed. Like whatever you did just shot
Onan.
a hole into
It
the
heals the
sky, and it's
boat.
just blue sky above you.
I think Onan's looking out for us.
Mm.
Or Cephalo.
Going in.
All right, there.
Damn.
Keep us settling.
Well, no, I was gonna make you guys roll to see who got knocked off the boat after that, but apparently not. Tight. So
Just
Yeah.
saved.
you guys have had a lucky turn of events, and the weather pattern dissipates. In front of you,
you can see on the horizon the city of Esterios. It is originally a large half-elf city, or it started as a half-elf colony, but over time it became larger and larger and became more of a melting pot. It's almost like a sister city to Barendosia, but just a little bit smaller.
And that's the one that's at the mouth of that I'm going to call river, even though it's just a ravine down the middle of the continent.
No, this one's actually a little bit farther north. It's not on the map yet. It's almost in the
Okay.
mirror, like the mirror location of Barendosia, just on Oster.
That's where I'm looking.
No, I'll show you where it is.
Okay.
It is.
Any north of that, and it's in Aust. Oh, it is in Aust.
It is in Oster. It's actually. Do you see where the road comes in up there?
Yeah.
It's right up where that road comes down.
Okay. Cool.
So it's not on the Rallia side, because then you guys would have to go all the way around to the land bridge.
Right. I remember that was like one of the only functioning cities, and I thought that was where we were going. But yeah, cool.
Yeah, so this is this one's not on the map yet. I took some liberty with this one because I thought we needed one.
How dare you?
But yeah, it's on the eastern coast of Oster. It's sort of the primary hub for people who are going from the crater or even the sort of east side of Calibron into Adamant, just because it has like a larger port. It's a bigger city and it's well connected. It's like right up on the coast, and then behind it are just, the plains for like a couple 100 miles, and then you start to get into the forest of Adamant. So you guys come up to this city, you sail your ship into the harbor, and the next thing you know, you guys are in Esterios.
Well, boys.
Keep going. You're good.
Well, boys. Looks like journalistic integrity made it. That's all I was going to say.
Journalistic integrity has succeeded and maintained its integrity.
Fuck yeah, dude. I imagine as it pulls in, everything that we did to fix it just starts to crumble.
So I'm trying to. We're at currently. What do you guys think? We are currently at 1 hour and 17 minutes of this stream. Do you guys want to go into the next section? This is also something that we probably shouldn't be talking about on stream, but we didn't talk about it beforehand. Simon and I kind of did.
We can
but
edit it.
Timing, and as far as like length goes, we probably don't want to be streaming 2.5 hour sessions every single time. So do you want to go for potentially like another, we could do like maybe another 30 minutes? Or do you think we should call it now?
Personally, selfishly, I would like to keep going, but I also have to pee. I'm going to pee and then you all decide, but my vote is 30 more minutes.
I'm also down for 30 more minutes, and I'm not going to pee, but I am going to grab another beer.
Okay.
Dope. We should be right back.
Do we pause our stream?
Look
from our sponsors. I'm looking.
I'm just gonna.
I can't believe we got banned because Chad said P.
Dude, literally.
No. Oh, I see. It's kicking us one at a time. And I don't know if it still has audio or anything. Cool. Hey, I was thinking about it since we're here and we're talking Twitch. We can, now that we're here,
mute the
I
audio?
think a lot more easily. I would.
Go back up.
Like, yeah, to Twitch.
Oh, I just hit the window, so we're all good.
It's just still recording. It's just like smoke, but all of our conversations are just still happening.
I need audio too.
That's hilarious. Oh, I was gonna say it's just smoke, and they just hear us like from behind the curtain, just
Fuck the audience.
talking about how bad I am at DMing.
I didn't think we had talked about that at all.
Nobody said that, but
You know,
But you.
we'll set fire to those words.
All right, cool. We are back.
In my last session, did I name the barista Sheila, or was that something that you came up with? That's something you came up with, right?
You didn't name her, but I knew that we needed to keep the barista in there.
It's so funny. That's just something I completely forgot about, and I can't believe that was something that you grasped onto.
Like at first, when you're
I
like,
didn't
"Oh
realize she
yeah,
was bikini clad.
that Canon Cafe you went to," I'm like, okay, so he's just making up a
Yeah.
cafe right now.
Yeah. So funny. Anyways.
And then you remembered.
I see. The thing is, I kind of don't. I think like
Neither do I.
somebody stopped at a cafe and then we continued walking, and that was it.
No, I don't remember who did it. Someone made a joke about it. It was either Taylor
It was like
or
it was a little bit of a detour. Like someone stopped at a freaking like barista cafe.
yeah, I remember it too.
Because you said it was like one of those little shacks, and some lady in a bikini brought someone a drink.
Yeah,
Huh.
I remember.
I have no memory of that. That's hilarious.
Well,
We
we're gonna
almost
have to
drank
go-
more.
We'll just go back and listen to that podcast episode. Oh, wait.
Oh. Huh.
All right, so you guys good to go?
Yeah.
Yes, we
Yeah,
dock,
so-
and I dutifully lock the anchor / the rope. I mean, you just tie it to a dock, so I guess I lock the rope that gets tied to the dock.
You dock lock it, drop
I
it.
dock and lock.
Yeah, journalistic integrity. Journalistic integrity is docked, locked, and ready to go.
Is
I
it
was gonna
also
say rock.
stocked?
It's stocked, yeah.
I would like to cover it in like a Christmas tree material, so it's flocked.
Sure, that's allowed. You can do that.
Are you trying to get our stream just mocked?
You guys are
Honestly,
really
I
being.
really wanted to appeal to Gen Zers, so I really wanted to get talked.
You guys are
I'm just gonna-
actually literally
I'm gonna
just
quit.
being a bunch of cocks.
We're gonna get blocked.
All right, let's stop.
Oh, it almost
Yep.
worked.
All right, shit. So dope. You guys get off your boat. I'm not going to say those words again. Journalistic integrity is safe, and you are out of the dock. You need to get to the Barendosia Post Esterios office. How would you like to do
Excuse
that?
me there.
There's like a
Wharf
dock
master?
There's a wharf master.
Wharf master, dockman, buoy boy, whatever you go by. If you would kindly point us in the direction of the Esterios branch of the Barendosia Post, that would be much appreciated.
Right, the Esterios branch of the Barendosia Post. Lucky for you, it just happens to be right on the waterfront. You're gonna go left out of this here dock. You're gonna walk down the street, approximately 6 blocks. Look for the white 3-story building, covered in Barendosia Post flags. You can't miss it.
Makes sense. Thank you. You've been a great help.
You know, I try. That's what I do as wharf master.
You have a fascinating voice there, Mr. Wolfmaster. What's your name?
It's Wimbledon.
Oh, Wimbledon. Your voice matches your name. I can't. There's a nobility and almost like a volley to it. Wimbledon.
I get that. Do you guys actually work at Barendosia Post?
We do. We
starting
actually
out.
just began as
Yeah,
interns.
you see these feathers?
I would
Point
I
at the
would
feather.
absolutely owe you the world if you would give me a recommendation.
A recommendation? Are you applying there?
I've been trying to get a job at Barendosia Post for the past 30 years.
Well, Wimbledon,
Oh, wow.
Wimbledon will certainly throw your name in the ring.
Absolutely.
What?
It would be much obliged. You guys are legends over there. Great work. Really think it's awesome.
What sort of role are you looking for? Like that way we know when we discuss it with Becky in HR.
I'm
that-
thinking
Sports?
live reporter. I've been practicing.
Live.
Oh.
You want to hear
How
my
does that
sign off?
work?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, give it. Hit us up with it, Wimbledon. Come on, roll it out.
This is Wimbledon with Barendosia Post. Stay fantastic, Esterios.
First of all, I
Truly
love
good.
it. I love it.
Wow.
Absolutely.
And I realized I just said, I was nervous. I said Esterios, it's Esterios, but you get the drift.
Right. No, yeah, I mean, we got
No.
that.
Yeah.
I
You should.
figured it was
How about stay Esterios?
Stay Esterios.
ooh, even better.
Esterios.
Esterios.
You gotta wrap it up with them
You know-
knowing that you know the right name, right?
Wow, maybe I'm not ready for this job, you guys.
You
well,
are.
we're
You are. It's okay. Even professionals need notes sometimes. You know. I apologize
Okay,
for being a little too.
Well, we're going to go
about
over
it.
there.
I didn't
pressure.
protect you.
Is just a little bit too much. Maybe hold off on the recommendation or don't. I don't know. It's over there.
I wrap him up in a deep hug, just super deep. Like you are loved. You are everything.
I don't accept.
Oh well. No, I am hugging you with my mind.
It's probably best you just get on the way.
Holy shit, he's psionic.
Only with hugs.
All right, we'll go. We'll consider. We won't just throw your name in there, but we'll bring it up when it's appropriate and makes a lasting impact. In the meantime, keep an eye on our journalistic integrity here.
Journalistic, my God, that is the most beautiful name I've ever heard for a ship.
See,
That's
you're
it.
ready. You have the heart. You have it right there.
I don't think anyone else has described that ship as beautiful in any way before. So thank you.
I did, like 10 minutes ago.
Always. It's
That
a
was
pleasure.
3 days ago.
3 days
I
ago.
never could. I'm literally in my heart. I'm always calling it beautiful, and that was 10 minutes ago.
I see.
So honestly, you're right. It's been far too long. You're beautiful, Ji. You're beautiful.
I
Yeah.
go. I just
We go. I follow.
As you
I
leave,
follow. Just going. You're beautiful. You're
as you
beautiful.
leave,
It's true.
you hear Wimbledon under his breath just go, "Gosh damn it, Wimbledon, you fucked it up again."
You did it. I run back and hug him. You did it. We love you, Wimbledon.
He locks the gate to the wharf just like instantly.
Deep hug into the gate.
And he's
You
tearing
didn't
up.
mess it up, Wimbledon. I
He
love
grabs-
you so much.
He grabs a pebble off the ground and tosses it at you and just goes, "Go! Go to your people where you belong." I'm not worthy.
It hits me just like relatively lightly on the nose, and I just go and I just run off, like kind of scrambling towards my friends.
Yeah. He white fanged you fully.
Fully white fanged.
So, Taylor, I go left, and then I go straight for 6 blocks until I see the white building that's 3 stories tall, covered in Barendosia Post.
It is a beautiful,
Wow.
beautiful white brick, but they're not just like little bricks; they're like big, like stone masonry bricks, like the classy ones. And it's got vines growing out of the windows. It actually like seems like it's like relatively refreshing. Like for a high intensity news organization, you would not expect that they would have just like this chill 3-story waterfront office that just like it's in your mind. The only thing you can think is just like it's a vibe.
And DM, Could you describe this town, city of Esterios a bit for us?
Sure. What specifically would you like to know?
I'm looking for size and kind of architectural style.
So size is going to be probably like 3/4 the size of Barendosia. So like
Which we don't know. You mean
close,
Tittenham?
or yeah, not well. Tittenham, it's about a little bit bigger than Tittenham.
Okay. And out of character. Yeah, we know Barendosia.
Yeah, of course you do. I was just referring to the map. I guess we shouldn't. Aside from the point, it's a little bit bigger than Tittenham, a little bit smaller than Barendosia. Perfect size. As far as the like style of the city goes, it's like a pretty typical medieval city with like a little bit more of like a tropical vibe, just because it's like right on the middle of the continent and it's right on the crater. That's like relatively flat lands around. The structures towards the middle of the city they're older, and because it's like it was largely a half elf colony before. They're like a half elf style in that they're not full elven buildings, but they're also not fully human buildings. So they came up with this sort of nice medium style, which is basically just a little bit prettier than like a typical medieval town, but a little bit uglier than a typical elven town.
All right.
Is there
cool.
anything
Like an elf with a beard.
anything special about the
And I will-
residents that we notice?
The residents
Yeah.
themselves? No, I wouldn't say anything like particularly different about them. I don't think you have the ability to perceive what the culture is like in a 5-block radius, so it would be hard to get any more information out of that.
I cast cultural identification, where I co-opt their identity as a culture and to turn it into my own, so that I can make
Sure,
money
that's
off
not the
of it.
spell
Damn,
cultural
okay.
appropriation.
Nice.
You turn into like a
You're right.
super-
I misworded it. It is cultural appropriation. It's a really powerful spell, but because I am
Second level.
I am a white human, I am capable of casting it.
You turn into
Broken
a
race.
super
Grendel gets dreadlocks.
left wing hipster.
Instant dreadlocks. Instant dreadlocks that I can immediately unbraid as soon as it suits me. Yeah.
Did
I
you
just
say
got back from Jamaica. Like, it's totally cool.
Did you say we arrive at the building?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I will see if it's open. I mean, it is an office after all. I don't think we
Yeah,
got a knock.
you
I'll go in.
are welcome to go in. You go in the office. The office has I don't know what they were called back in the day, but it's their sort of like secondary office. They do have a receptionist at the front desk, and she looks to be kind of like head down, writing something down in a book, like doing her job and not just staring idly.
She just sees a very tiny hand reach over the desk and hit the bell.
Yeah, there's a
Ding.
bell there.
Yeah. And then she has to look over and she can see me standing below.
And then
She
there's
looks
the
up.
speed. They just like, hi.
She looks up. She's like a brown-haired half elf. She looks up. She goes, "Oh, hi. Sorry, I didn't see you guys there. I'm just buried in work."
No problem whatsoever. We, as you can see from these feathers here, are several of the new interns.
The interns, yes.
And we're here to speak with Brad from the Post.
Wow. I gotta
I
say,
instantly fall in love with her.
I must say that you're starting off on a good foot with the whole Brad from the Post thing.
We got tipped off about that.
Yes. Don't ever, ever say just the first. Just don't.
Maybe some night over drinks with like an office party or something, I'm gonna have to ask about that.
That's worse. Ask Jerry what happened.
Ooh, all right.
You can't. He's dead.
Oh,
Not for that
Wait.
reason. He had a heart attack, but it was a bad experience for him.
Oh boy. Well, what's your name, by the way?
Oh, my name's Tissany. It's nice to meet you.
Hello, Tiffany. My name is Brendel. I have to say that honestly, I'm just overwhelmed by just being here, but also just like the moment of being in this internship, but also just meeting you has been just icing on the cake, you know. And I just like make really just like kind of maybe a step too intimate eye contact with her, just like, hey.
Oh, Brendel, it's really, really good to meet you as well. And she just takes a step back. And she actually takes a step back and steps right next to a big sign. And on the sign, it just says, employee reminder, there are to be no employee to employee relationships.
That's a large sign.
Down by
That's
the
a very
man.
large sign.
Oh yeah, it's happened before.
It's okay, buddy. You're a white male.
Oh.
You can get through this.
Love conquers all if you're a white male. I can get over corporate bureaucracy. It doesn't matter to me.
Doesn't apply to you.
Unfortunately, it's true. Hey, listen, Tiss.
Don't call me Tiss. When I was a little girl, people used to call me Tiss, and then they changed it to Piss, and I got bullied a lot. It was tough. Just please don't.
Okay, excuse me, Tissany. I do apologize.
Don't
I
fucking
didn't mean
call
to.
me Tiss ever again.
I didn't. I said Tissany that time. What's happening? This is going very poorly. All right, can we go meet Brad from the Post now? I'm overwhelmed and I don't know, and there's anxiety.
Brendel.
Of course.
Brendel.
Yes.
Let me
What's
go
up?
get him for you.
Okay.
Thank you,
It's okay.
Tissany.
She'll be here. Tissany, can you bring us to Patrick or whatever his name is?
Brad from the Post.
Brad.
I think
From the Post.
he's a very eccentric guy. He wants to meet you up at front. Let me just go grab him really quick. Just sit tighty. I'll be right back.
Thank you,
And
Tiss.
she walks out.
Tissany.
Dope. So she walks off.
Hey, Brendel.
And
So I don't know if they have chocolate on this continent yet, but I'm telling you, if they do, get her a box of those.
Yeah, does that work for you?
I think so. I mean, I tend to not have. I can't say I have any experience with pissing people off by calling them a shortened version of their name, so I can't speak for that exact circumstance. But just like, in general, it's worked. So, yeah, I think it
Okay.
worked.
Brendel. I happen to write in the advice column, I suggest that you try to be more direct next time and just go ahead and move forward with your intentions directly. Maybe give her a ring, kill someone for her, something very direct.
I like this.
Oh, that's good advice. That's much better than your shit advice. Chocolate? Are you kidding? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna go murder someone. That's a great idea. Anyway, should I murder Brad from the Post?
I'm so okay. Maybe not murder, but seriously maim someone that's been bothering them. Something that is a real demonstration of your strength, your commitment to her people. Gifts and everything is great, but a direct, just show what you're willing to offer in the relationship, and we'll work on it. Let's get her back here.
Yeah, so you hear Tissany walks back up. She goes, everyone, Brad is here. And you see she gestures
From
to
the Post. Brad from the Post.
the back hallway area. And then out of the doorway
Brad kills Tiffany in front of us.
He asserts dominance.
Wait, did she say Brad?
Yep.
Yeah.
Brad storms out, deposing and destroys her. Asserts dominance.
You cut me off, bro. You cut me off. She said Brad from the Post.
Sure, she did.
That she didn't say. You
And
said
as-
Brad. Here's Brad. He comes from around the corner.
I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that. You're hearing
Roll back the tape. Roll it back.
As she says from the Post, you see this small halfling man step out from the hallway. He is bald, short, like a medium build for a halfling, and has like big ears and kind of like thick rimmed. He's got like some thick rimmed glasses, almost like think like Moby. Think like he looks like Moby, but a halfling.
So just Moby,
Sure.
because Moby's only like 5'6".
Yeah, but he's a halfling, and halflings are tiny. And he
Okay,
walks down. And he says,
3'6".
Well, my new interns. What a pleasure to meet you.
and he walks around and gives all of you a great big handshake.
Oh, Brad from the Post, you're certainly quite the host.
Yo, you know what? I like you. I like you.
You got
What is your name, sir?
Oh, I think you've just got the most. My name is Brendel.
Brendel, it is an absolute astonishing pleasure. Say, is that a lute?
It is a loot. I am a bod.
Oh, Brendel. You know, we're pretty big here on the music. We actually have a little bit of a music jam room for some of our other bardic journalists.
Oh, lovely. Does it have like a small desk? We bring in different people to have like small concerts.
That's a great idea. We haven't thought about that.
Oh, I'd love to editorialize that and turn that into a money-making scheme.
You know,
Like a tiny desk. Tiny desk.
we're big on that here. We're big on that. There's a lot of people who are smaller than others, so we have some extra tiny desks. That's for sure.
Oh,
Let's-
good.
what are
Good.
your names?
Oh, my name is
Go ahead.
Barrow. Barrow is my name. Are you our supervisor, the one who'll be leading us?
Brad from the Post is I, and I am your supervisor.
So you'll be giving us orders?
Well, that is until, of course, you get to the level of adventurer, a journalistic adventurer, that is, and have the opportunity to go to our motherland, Barendosia.
Nice to meet you. I look forward to your leadership. Yes, I'll let the others introduce themselves.
Well, Brad from the Post, I'm Og Vorbis. We came here with journalistic integrity, and we're looking forward to bringing that journalistic integrity out into the world.
Absolutely. What a great. What is that? You have journalistic integrity. Got it.
We
Love
do,
it.
Absolutely.
Sure. That's great.
In a literal
You know,
sense.
What about
People with
you?
journalistic integrity brag about it all the time. That's how it works.
I think so.
Well, what's your name? He points to Elliot.
Hi, Brad from the Post. My name is Elliot E. Magnesi. I hail from a family of knights from Ix, and I am a squire knight errant. I decided that to widen my horizons, I will take up this role as a eager young intern for the Barendosia Post, and I am here to scoop out all these new stories and see all new lands, as well as maybe grow up a little bit. I'm still growing.
Elliot, it's great to meet you. And I love the ambition.
And then he turns to Tinnitus and he says,
And how about you, sir? What's your name?
and Tinnitus just says to him, he's like,
Well, my name is Tinnitus, and I must say, Brad, it's a pleasure to meet you.
and as he says this, you see Brad from the Post sort of like grit his teeth, and he goes,
Tinnitus, you say your name is, huh? Well, let me say one thing. It's Brad from the Post, not Brad. And I know we just met, so I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, but don't do that again.
and you see him get like you can see like a vein on the side of his face as he says it.
Sorry for the confusion there, Brad. We just heard your assistant up at the front desk mention your name that way, so we were just following suit.
Oh, she would never. She knows what happens to people who say my name that way. Right, Tissany?
And she just says, yes. And then she gives you like this like, shut the fuck up look. And then Brad from the Post turns to you guys and says,
Well, guys, why don't we head back into the office? You're just in time for our weekly all hands reporters meeting. You guys are gonna love it. This is where we get all of our assignments. This is where we get everyone staffed up on the hottest, most new, most trending news in the world.
I put my hands up forward, just like, take me to the all hands meeting. Here we go. Do I leave my feet behind?
And dope. So you guys go with Brad through the office. You get back into the office and there are just like workbenches and you just see like tons of people writing. You see like some printing presses and you know that like those are super, super, super rare. That's canon. Printing presses exist in our world. So just a heads up. You see printing presses, and as Brad walks through the office, he is playing just walking through, and he's just saying hey to everyone. He goes,
Hey, Warby, how's it hanging, man? The leg's looking a lot better. Bob, whoa, did you get a haircut?
and he takes a couple more steps.
Zacharias, hey, I saw your match last week. Keep up the good work. Bartholomew, condolences.
And then he bows. And then as he gets to the conference room, he throws his last little shout out and he goes,
Durdley, did you lose weight?
and Durdley just looks at him. He goes, oh, hey, Brad. No, I didn't. And then you see you see a vein like pop in Brad's head again. He goes,
You guys, why don't you go into the conference room, get sat down for the meeting, and I'll be in just a minute.
and as he walks in, Linus is just like,
Yes, right. No problem, Brad. It's perfectly fine.
and then you see the other side of his face get like similarly bulgy. And then he takes Durdley and he walks off into another room. You guys go into the conference room. You hear a door slam, and all of a sudden you just hear, he's just tearing Durdley a new one. About, we'll say, 5 minutes of that goes by. At this point, like all of the reporters in the office are in the room with you guys waiting. And finally, he comes in. You see Durdley come out of the other room crying, and Brad from the Post comes out and walks into the room with him and goes,
Sorry about that, folks. Had a little issue to deal with.
and then he stares directly at Tinnitus. And he goes,
As you all know, we have 4 new interns.
actually, wait, no, it's 5.
5 new interns. We're going to be sending them on some great quests, some great missions to get us the best, most reliable news in the world. So now, for the week of this, I don't remember the day because I just am a little bit mentally distraught. Fucking dirtly. Anyways, why don't we do a quick little roll call here and let's hand out some quests, eh? We've got the most recent events that I need all of you guys to cover. And these are some good ones, guys. We're going to need someone in here to be covering the controversial release of 69 Tones of Brown. I mean, guys, there are dwarven women leaving their husbands for human men in swaths. And this is one of those juicy new stories we're just going to need someone to cover. So you know what? Why don't Warby and Schnell, why don't you take this one, huh? Give us your best take on what this kinky situation means.
Just behind him, I slowly lower my hand, like from like super excited. Oh, damn it!
He laughs and goes,
Brendel, this is a little bit more advanced. You're just an intern.
Well, okay, that makes sense. I apologize for.
He goes down the list and he goes, alrighty, let's go through. Ooh, looks like a large shipment of mana crystals from Adamant has gone missing. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. And then he does like the Jack Black sort of like stupid idiot face. He goes, Bartholomew, you're on this one. Next comes in, he goes, ooh, this one's going to be fun. Make sure you expense some drinks. Who wants to cover the Piuma People for Ethical Use of Magic Association? Covering the Death Ball tournament. It's going to be a juicy little battle. I see any hands. Let's take Bob and Linda. You're going to be a great team for this. You're going to love it. You're going to absolutely just have the best. And then he looks at Linus. He looks at this point. Dudley has just walked back in the room, and he sits down. And Brad from the Post goes, "Ooh, alrighty, we have large spiders falling from the sky." Now, I absolutely would not want to be anywhere near what's happening here, but you know what? Tinnitus and Dudley, you two look like a potentially perfect team to handle these arachnids in this situation. I mean, just make sure you don't get bit. I hear some of them have poison that makes your fall off, so you guys have fun.
Oh, Lord.
And he actually says, as he says this, he goes, and you know what? Why don't you two just go now and just take care of it? And he just like quickly dismisses them. And then he looks to you guys as the last interns. He says, well, looks like we only have one more job. Now, I might have misappropriated some of these jobs because this is actually sounds kind of serious. But it appears that in the town of Beskel, there are children going missing. What do you say, interns? You want to scope it out for us? Give it the good old Barendosia Post?
Yeah, sounds doable.
You don't think Bob needs more support with the whole, like, death games? That sounded... it's okay. I'll help save the children. I'm there. Let's do it.
Bob and Linda have extensive experience covering competitive matches of all sorts. They're the right ones for this.
I'll carry the drinks.
You are an intern, and you do typically do that. And I'm gonna ask you to get me a coffee as soon as this meeting's over. But you're also gonna do some real work, and I need you guys to get to Beskel.
Okay,
And,
cappuccino.
Where is Beskel?
Beskel is approximately a couple 100 miles northeast of here. In the Adamantian forests.
All right, yeah, we can get there.
And look, guys, what I'm saying is I just need you to check it out, get the scoop. A lot of these kids might have just ran away and it might be nothing, but hey, if it gets too hot, I mean, hell, you're interns, right? If it gets too hot, just send a send a carrier pigeon. Say you need some help, and we'll send some of our top tier senior investigative adventurers to help you guys out on this. How's that sound?
Do we
Yeah,
have
sounds-
do we have license to kill?
That is not typically part of the job. I suppose if someone's trying to kill you and you need to defend yourself, by all means, do that. But, like, I'm not going to go tell you.
License to stun?
Sure. You're an intern, dude. Like, don't overstep your bounds.
Uh,
And do we just write all this down?
Mr. Brad from the Post, will
Yeah, what's up,
we
Elliot?
have any form of transportation? You said it was several hundred miles north in the forest.
You absolutely will. Good luck for you is that we have a great stable just right outside the back of this building. We'll get you hooked up. Solid little carriage, just enough for you guys. Little horse to take you. You'll be all set.
Out of curiosity,
And we named the carriage too.
out of curiosity, can the carriage be driven by a Mogo, the goat?
We might
Is
we
there
might be able
carriage? I
to.
thought it was just horses.
Let me think about that. If anything, we might want to send you with one of our BP horses, and then we'll add Mogo, the go to the front of it. You guys could get a little bit of extra power.
Elliot kind of like smiles at
Do
the
we
goat.
Who I brought into this
Exactly.
meeting.
Yeah, I'm not. You guys, we do have a no pet policy. I should have mentioned this earlier. I
Oh,
was a
my
little
bad.
bit distracted with people calling me the wrong name, but
Yeah, I mean, I can see why that would do it. That is
Yeah,
a
we-
lot
we-
worse than bringing
we
a
have
pet
some
in. I'll take him out to the
great,
stables.
great stables. Yeah, they'll feed him real good. Just make sure there's 2 stables. One of them is for animals going to be slaughtered for our lunches. We do office lunches. It's great. We eat a lot of goat. Just make sure you keep him with the horses.
I just take him to the reception and say, "Hey, Tissany, I'm not going to put this in the stables till,
Just-
I've gotten a tour of the place."
Put a sign around his neck that says, Mogo, the no-eat go-go. We'll know. We'll know.
The no
Okay,
go
I'll do
go
that.
go
I'll do
The
that.
no-go go-go. No, bro.
go go logo.
Yes.
I
Are
do
you
have-
the type of
Is this like a lower downtown area? Because it could be Mogo, Pogo, Go Go, Lodo, No Go.
Listen, while he's doing that, I do have a quick question for you, Brad, from the Post.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
What's up, dog?
So I don't know, how much communication you might have had with Sky and Apollo. They, I think the thing about this group that stood out to them was, I think they put it that, the story kind of formed around us, which, does have some issues as far as journalistic integrity goes, but I did see a lot worse experimentation going on at the wizarding school, so I'm gonna let that slide. Part of the, I guess not deal, but part of the pitch they gave us was that while we're interns and the pay isn't, anything amazing yet, we do have kind of a finder's fee, or not a finder's fee. We get a keep of what we find. So I guess my question is, do we get to keep these kids?
Wait, what? What? No, wait, Og, what?
What?
That
No, they're useful.
Og, how could you?
I'm gonna have to check up. Og, that's a really good question. I'm gonna have to check up with HR on that to see what our policy is.
Sure. Okay. And I mean, it's going to take us a while, so you can get back to us about that.
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Indentured servitude is a weird thing at Barendosia Post. There's a lot of gray area there, so
Sure. Okay. Well, no, good that we're on the same page, if nothing else.
Yeah, definitely. He fist bumps you because you're also small and halfling, and
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He kind of thinks you're pretty cool.
Yeah.
I have a question. So, with the conflict going on between Auster and Rallia for the fight over the R, I am from Rallia. Can I expect to be murdered once I leave this location by locals and or people that see me here and realize that I'm from Rallia?
I mean, are you openly advertising that you're from Rallia, or are you just gonna act like a normal human or elf?
I wild shape into a rat. And I go,
I don't.
I can carry him.
Sometimes I don't know why we hire druids. They do this all the time.
We can wrap him up in that black scarf you found, Brendel.
No.
Oh, the planar shift. Oh, yeah. I was told that I should definitely do that interdimensional stuff, and I've been interested in checking that out. Don't be disturbed if this looks like a telephone booth.
It's comfier on the inside. If we're worried about that, I can carry you until we get out of town. Or here, you can bundle into some of Mogo's hair. I tried to mime putting you there, but I forgot I took Mogo out to the stables.
Guys, it's
stables on the left.
It's really not. It's not an issue here. I mean, a couple people here and there might want to chop your head off, but I mean, dude, you're not wearing a Rallia jersey. If you were, I would be putting you in the meat locker. So, there's that.
nice.
Okay. I guess what time is it? Does it look like it's early enough to set out?
It is like middle of the day towards the evening.
Okay. Okay. Well, we could.
You guys need a place to crash for the night? We got a one-stop shop just upstairs. Reporters' lounges.
Ooh.
I am already asleep upstairs as soon as I hear him start the sentence.
He gives you the key to room number 7.
All right.
Which
Somehow I'm already there.
Which is actually right next door to the Supreme Ultimate Luxury Suites.
Guys, room 7, ship port 7, whatever. They like giving us 7s here.
7 is the intern number. That's where all of your stuff goes. You go lower as you advance. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha. That makes sense.
But do we get health care?
Not until you're an investigative adventurer.
What about dental?
Okay. Then we get
vision?
That's no.
401k match?
I don't even know. Is that some rallying joke? Is that what it is? I mean,
That's a little racist, but
I don't get fired up about this. But if you're coming at me, I'll
I apologize, boss.
If you're coming at me,
are you the type
back?
Should we check in at any point during our investigation, or do you like to check our work as we go, or we just complete the work and then you'll check afterwards?
You know what? Let me talk to some of the higher ups. We might want to, given that this is missing children, we might want to give you a stone of speaking, which we typically don't give interns, but we might need to be in close communication with you.
Is that one of the flip ones or like the touchstone?
It's one of the brick ones. It's pretty indestructible.
Dope.
Yeah.
Is it a flip brick?
It's a brick Kia.
I go to sleep.
No.
Okay, quick question before I crash. You heard of this guy down at the docks named Wimbledon?
Nope, can't say I have.
Okay. He's if you're ever out, feeling frustrated or something, would recommend going down there, talking to the dude. You're gonna be entertained. It's gonna be pretty funny.
Wimbledon.
He really wants into this office. That's your call. He might actually have the chops for it, but he does kind of stumble over his words. So yeah, it can be fun.
Oh. Good to know.
Yeah, he's the wharf master, I think. Yes.
Ugh. I like you.
I like you too.
We're on the same level.
We're
on the same level. You and me, buddy. You and me.
I crouch down and try to give him a fist bump.
He'll give you one. It's cool. Sure, man. Sure.
Step him up.
Right.
That's a cheap currency. He's got those to spare.
Yeah, easy.
I go to sleep.
Cuddling Brad from the Post.
Oh no.
I'd go to sleep after spending a little bit of time trying to convince Elliot that us owning the kids is not that
Elliot
bad.
wholeheartedly disagrees and was about to challenge Og to a duel of honor.
Wow.
All right, whatever, man. Just sleep on it. We're gonna have a couple days ride ahead of us. I think we got time to talk this one out.
Elliot just gives you a dirty look.
I want you guys to prepare your best arguments, your best road trip arguments for why owning the kids is bad versus good.
Easy.
Next section is just going to be a debate.
I'm about it.
Absolutely.
I'm about it.
I'm ready.
I've still got the footage of the court case or the trial, so
Oh my
Oh,
word!
the keeper.
Yo,
Oh,
that
upload it.
is
Not bad.
where we will end the session.
All right.
Hey.
All right.
Sesh,
Thank
my
you,
dude.
viewers, whoever tuned in.
Goodbye, Twitch.
We'll see you next time on the Campaign Crashers.
Yep. See you next
Yeah.
week.
Absolutely,
It appears to me that there were 3.
We had
That would
four
be-
at this point.
all of us.
Yeah.
Jordan jumped in for a bit.
That's cute.
Did he? Oh, that's nice of him.
Yeah.
Jordan.
And what
What up,
we're doing,
Yuri?
we're doing Wednesday
It's
at
probably
7.
20 minutes of
Pacific.
us talking about fucking nothing.
Yes. Well, I mean, get used to it. Because we can edit that out later.
All right.
Good.
So are we ending the stream here?
Yep. Let's
Good.
call it.